internet we will never fully understand. We want answers.
What the fuck is going on?
We have worked weeks to build our credibility, our reputation, working alongside the most renowned professionals in Twitch chat, seeing 100% real proof of the paranormal.
What the fuck? Oh my god!
This is our evidence.
We definitely cannot watch this one.
Our Spooky Sat. Our Weird Wednesday. All right, so if you don't know what today or what we're doing, we watch weird videos, interesting videos, educational videos. Some are cringe, some are just interesting, some are life-changing, just a bunch of weird shit. This is what we're going to start. Show me your butthole. Just show me your... Okay, fuck it, let's do it.
I got tired to see your boobs, so I want to see some butthole. Show me your butthole!
Show your butthole! Butthole! Reveal your rectum! Let us see that butthole! I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew and Chip, I'll kick your fucking ass! Shout out to all three bookies I owe money to. I love you. Sorry I ain't texting you back.
You're all about the butthole life.
I'm about the butthole life?
I think we're all about the butthole life. I think we should be as a community.
I'm not going to show you my butthole.
All right, well, that's a great way to start it.
Number 3, baby! Right here!
What's number 3?
Fucking Dale!
Dale who?
Arnhard, fuck Kyle Busch. Roll Tide, fuck Kyle Busch. Raise hell, praise Dale. I love guinea horns. I fuck with the guinea horns.
Fuck Bush.
Who's that?
Guinea horn? Just Google it, bro.
You gotta tell us. You gotta give us a definition.
That's the clitorius. The guinea horn, I fucks with it. I
What's
fucks
the
with the clit.
guinea
I
horn?
fucks with the guinea horn.
I just don't get it. So it's just a clitoris? That's what it means?
Yeah, guinea horn. That's what the shit is. Fucking guinea horn. Doggy style all day. You know what I'm
So
saying?
where does the word guinea horn come from? I love it.
My fucking brain, baby. Guinea horn.
Why not call it?
All day.
Why not call it a
Trendsetter.
vagina?
Oh, gas, no brakes, baby.
What's going on, man?
About it. Oh yeah, I'm from Mississippi State. We just out here rallying. You know what I mean. Yeah, it's about that. You about that? I'm
About that.
I'm Sam Smith, like the singer, but I'm not gay. Shit ton of beer. Talladega, this is Dega. I don't know what y'all are interviewing me for, but
They weren't interviewing you. They were interviewing you.
You walked up here and took the...
oh, this one. I can tell you something that happened fucking last night. All right, so some bitch is trying to damn fuck me over there. I fucking dropped my jewel and my natural light hat in her damn tent. I fucking came over here to get a condom. Walked back, guess what happened? Every motherfucker over there wanted to damn fight me. And I was damn hot. They just fucking stole my damn jewel. And I was damn hot.
I'm Tyrone, and this is Dega.
Fastest shotgunner in the state of damn Mississippi.
Fuck it, Trump all day. Trump 2020, motherfuckers. Build that wall. Dude, if he can run a business, the country is a business. Fuck it. Bernie Sanders can eat a dick. Bernie Sanders is a fucking pussy, dude. I hate Bernie Sanders. But I mean, wasn't he trying to make weed legal or something like that? Oh yeah. Well then, yeah, he's cool. Drive fast and gas, son. Oh, hell yeah, eat this. You can't say you don't like it till you take it for a test drive. It's got to be clean, fresh butthole, you know.
All right, the ham and cheese from Arby's. The vagina looks just like that. You know when that shit's been tore up before.
Me and this black guy ran a train on this one white bitch. I didn't want to do it, but hell, I wanted some fucking pussy, bro.
What do you guys like better, Trump or Dale Earnhardt Jr.?
Man, it's right at a tie. Moral of the story is we come down here, we gonna spend some tires, we gonna hit a couple donuts, we gonna raise hell, and we definitely gonna eat the damn cornbread.
This is heaven on earth. This is freedom. Out here making left turns.
What's the fantasy for tonight? What do you guys want to happen tonight? If you could,
See titties.
Hoping to cash all these in on one butthole.
Well, I heard if they're showing butthole, I'd like to see that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't want to die, but I'm here to show my titties and get beads.
pickup truck full of boys or what?
For the boys?
Yeah.
For the boys.
Hell yeah. What's going down this weekend, man?
For the boys.
Go watch the race tomorrow and then probably see some titties tonight. I like, probably like 60 plus.
Fuck Kyle Busch!
and they get a little wrinkles, like they hang real low, and you can pick them up and play with them a lot more. You know, because the young ones are kind of boring playing. You know.
What does that say?
Butt pussy.
What does that mean?
We ain't gonna get into all that, but butt pussy. Pussy!
What the fuck is going on?
Holy shit, that was amazing. Great job, man. You killed it. Can you give us a hint? What does it mean?
Are you gonna put this on TV?
Not TV, no.
You know when you get real excited and you slide out and you hit right in between? That's butt pussy.
In between what?
Between the vagina and the ass, that's called butt pussy.
What the fuck? What do you think about that?
Man, it's beautiful. You only live once, man. You gotta do this shit. I mean, who else will do this shit?
Right. So you got the American flag, so I wanted to ask you,
Oh,
what does it mean to
shit.
be an American?
Oh, it's freedom.
Nice,
I mean,
dude.
You see all these people out here, they're veterans and everything like that, and they're veterans.
That's the end right there. Yeah, great. Perfect. Good way to start it. Nice. Awesome. Perfect. Oh, but pussy! Yeah, we got some stuff. So we have a bunch of stuff for today. That was just a good way to start it. Give you an idea of what you're in store for. We have some interesting stuff. We have some cool stuff. We have to learn about pooping in space. That'll be cool. This one actually is really interesting. Not going to be funny, but it's really interesting. It's about a CIA agent and calling the agents boys, and they break down all these crazy gadgets and stuff. It's actually like really sick. This one also super interesting. It's a girl, and she has Tourette's, and then she gets like surgery to like help her. And it seems like crazy. Like I want to learn more. So, we're gonna watch that. And we have, our boy Coyote. You gotta have the boy Coyote. And we also have how to have sex with an amusement park. That's where we're going next. Yep. That's 360p. Nothing but the best for you guys.
I love this part.
Tio, thank you for the 7 months.
It's not unlike one of Bach's chorale preludes. And I think because they're German, they adapted this right here.
DMCA, careful. They can't hear it. It's too low. Okay, we're good.
That's what love does to you. Yeah.
They couldn't hear it, guys. We're fine. They can't hear it. So is that like their porn? They watch amusement park videos?
Amy and her clicked. But she just smiled from ear to ear and says, Mom, there's other people like me out there. And she just was filled with joy.
You can see him a little bit there, just the top of him.
The front. My heart's just going boom, boom, boom.
Wow, he is really tall.
Yes, he is. Oh my God! After 5 months, it's good to see you. He's just so noble, so proud, so strong. I not only love him for his sexual attraction. I mean, we're not talking about fetish here. I love him as a mate. I love the roundness of his counterweights at the top. I love him for the narrowness of his jibs. I love him
What's the
for the
jib?
elegant lines of his gondola, which is now covered up for the winter. I like the ribbing up underneath
Oh, they
his
covered the
frame display there,
gondola.
too. The parallel lines that are coming
You
down.
don't get to see the
You see what
gondola.
I'm talking
Oh,
about?
yes, I see it.
Not
Yeah.
until
I
they're
love
ready.
that. I'm thinking, oh geez, you know what I'm thinking about. This is very personal. When I make love to him at home, when I start climaxing, I just keep saying over and over again, just as I'm starting to go over the edge, I just tell him, I want your fluids, I want your fluids, I want your fluids.
I love you.
Yo, Thought, thank you, man. Barry, thank you for the 7 months, man. I want your
I did
fluids.
not expect to find a fence like this here at all. He's perfect. I mean, this is the shape that I like so much. These angles, fabulous.
They like fences? Dang, you made a mess.
You smell good. God, you smell so good.
I wonder.
Fences are such dangerous objects for me because they are so perfect in their geometry. I mean, I have to say there is a lot of physical stuff going on right now. I mean, and I think that happens between human relationships as well. But I'm definitely physically attracted to this fence.
Maybe one day it'll
and
be
I would
a
like
good
to get to
player.
know this fence better.
Moose, it was a joke. If that was actually you. Was that actually you or are you trolling? Yo, GG's,
Okay, I
man.
can
I'm
see the
sorry. I'm just
appeal now.
meme. And Tony, thank you for the 53 months. Sorry, I'm going to rewind it just a little bit. I didn't hear what it got said. Yo, Lynn, thank you for the 200 bits.
Hey, that one dude from earlier that doesn't have a girl, we found your fish in the sea.
Oh my, shut the fuck up, dude.
I mean, I have to say there is a lot of physical stuff going on right now. I mean, and I think that happens between human relationships as well, but I'm definitely physically attracted to this fence. And I would like to get to know this fence better.
Oh, you are sweet. You're very, very sweet.
An OS person talks to their beloved object, and the object communicates back by telepathy.
How many times over when we've made love at home have I asked you for... Look at me. Look at me and say it. I don't want to go. I'd rather stay here with you. It's never really goodbye to anyone.
What the
Because
fuck
1,000
causes
will not,
this?
as I have told you many times before, and I will many times repeat it. I love you.
Married to the Eiffel Tower? What? How do you marry the Eiffel
I am a
Tower?
woman, and this is a bridge. And despite our vast differences, we are very much in love.
Okay.
And our love in itself is no different from any other love that exists between two beings. one of the most difficult parts of being in love with a public object is that he and I can never be truly intimate. Whereas objects I've loved in the past, that's never been an issue. I feel very, very blessed to have a piece of my sweet Golden Gate Bridge.
You know, I don't want to kink shame if that's what people want to love or do whatever. I mean, they're not hurting anyone, but I would love to understand it. Like, I don't really understand it at all. I would love to be educated on, like, what is that? Objectophilia? I don't fucking know. It's weird, but I mean, I'd rather someone do that than, like, go murder a bunch of people. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. I don't know. Is it a sickness? I don't think it's really a sickness. Object of obsession. Wow. No, that's Dead by Daylight, guys. All right. You guys want to be schizophrenic? I'm actually genuinely curious on this. I will warn you, it does give a warning at the start about that it might trigger you if you have schizophrenia. So if you do, you might not want to watch the stream, but I'm genuinely curious what this is. So this is the trigger warning I'm giving you in advance just in case. I don't know. I haven't seen the video, so I'm not sure what happens.
The stimulation you are about to experience is a brief psychotic episode in a patient with schizophrenia. Schizophrenia can provide powerful experiences, especially for those undiagnosed or not having been treated effectively enough. The symptoms you will experience represent a compilation of a range of sensory occurrences. These occurrences include sights, sounds, and even scents. If you have any discomfort during the experience, please signal your mental health instructor, Ms. McAnally. Thank you.
This one's going to be interesting, I think. It's in my ears. Seems kind of normal for now. This doesn't seem so bad. Coffee in the morning.
Worthless. Waking up now.
Ah, the phone's waking up. Don't answer, they'll know.
They know who you are.
Why are you so worthless? Stupid. So stupid. I hate you.
Why are you going to pick up the phone?
This is what it feels like when I'm high.
They'll know. Coming for you.
Something wrong.
They'll know.
Package. Poison package.
Hang on. Never open poison.
coming for you.
Stop it now.
Don't listen, stupid. So dumb. So dumb.
Make a list, you ungrateful. Make that list.
Built to protect St. Augustine from invaders, it's now a great place to escape the smell of the 7,000 tourists.
Why aren't you doing what we say? You have no friends. The TV is not your friend.
The city commissions are the only people.
Don't listen to it. Don't listen to it. He's not real. He's not real. He's not telling you the right things to do.
No, turn the box off.
They have opportunities to develop a heroin addiction in their spare time. Now for a quick check of the weather.
Yeah, I look like a weatherman.
He knows.
There's a slight chance of tons of rain, partly chance of you being a loser, 100% chance of you being worthless. What are you doing today, guy? You just gonna sit there with your mouth open like that?
Coffee.
Yeah, not rude. Worthless.
Coffee. Do it, stupid. You have no friends. Waste of your time. Now getting coffee. Do it, stupid. Too hot. Fire.
Don't drink poison, stupid. You are so dumb.
Don't drink that coffee. That's awful.
Please, weather coming for you.
Something wrong. Lazy. Weather bad.
You need to stop it. Stop it with your mind.
You have to stop it.
It's the weather. Care for yourself.
Is that what it's actually like?
Stay in.
Do something. Stay away from the door.
Protect us. Use your mind. Stop the weather.
No, don't answer. You are stupid to open the door.
It's not so over-exaggerated. Damn, that would be awful to live with that.
Shut the door. Don't open it. Stupid to open.
You are stupid to open the door.
A proper show without a quick check of the weather.
He has to now. Reaching for you. That is what I think it is.
Grab my hand. Part of the plot coming for you.
Hey, I'm home. Did you get my call? I tried calling you about my package that's coming. I was wondering if it
What
came.
you just said
Oh.
is one of the most insanely
Dude, what
idiotic
the
things
fuck?
I've ever heard.
Okay, I muted it. I'm sorry. Boss, thank you, man. Not the timing for that during this. Bad.
Are you okay? I'm worried about you. You're not acting right. When you get to the hospital.
Steal your secrets.
She's coming closer.
Yeah, that's pretty not cool, honestly. If that's actually what it's like. I mean, I feel like everyone to a certain degree has like an inner voice, right? Like I talk to myself all the time in my head, but like I don't have like a bunch of people like telling me to do all this weird stuff. It's basically just like me in my body talking to myself. I think everyone kind of has that, but I guess the schizophrenia is just like multiple voices and you can't control your thoughts as well. Is that what it's kind of like? There's a high percentage of people that don't have inner monologue. Wait, really? Wait, Chad, do you guys have inner monologue? Like you could talk to yourself? Like right there, I was just thinking how stupid you guys were. No, I'm just kidding. But that is what I thought. But that's not really what I said. But it's what I thought. Does anyone not have inner dialogue where you like think to yourself and like talk to yourself? You don't? Then what do you think? You just think shit? It's called thinking. Yeah, but do you like talk to yourself? Like I talk to myself. Basically, I like think things and then I like am like, okay. Huh. I'm super glad I don't have like any sort of crazy shit like this. It sounds not enjoyable. I know there's like medicine you can take to kind of like help control it a bit. So that's another one, another version. Okay, we watched this already. Huh. Thinking pictures? Interesting. Schizophrenia and dementia. Yeah, that's like the worst combination. You need to be on it for the rest of your life, not really go off of it. Yeah, that's what I've kind of seen. And if you get off of it, it starts getting kind of bad. Okay, so let's do another video. Sorry if that triggered anything for anyone. But let's do 19 people with unbelievable medical conditions.
Hello.
Quite a few people also can't picture things in their head. Like if you think of an apple, I can see one in my head, but some people can't. Interesting. Isn't that so interesting on like how the brain develops? Like that's just super duper interesting. Like I can think of stuff and then make it move, you know? Like it's kind of like Jedi mind trick. Okay, that's a bad joke. But it is interesting to think that like people's brains develop. Like that one video we watched like a week or two ago where the lady can recall every single memory in her entire life. Think about that. There's 2 people that we saw that were able to do that. And that kind of shows what your brain can do. Imagine if we could unlock the full potential of the brain.
Welcome to the unbelievable. A Guatemalan man named Javier was born with an unknown condition that causes excessive growth of his entire body. His bones are so large they have begun to twist, making life exceptionally difficult for the almost 8-foot man.
Quito la mesa, doblo la ropa, la reparto.
Dude, look how big his hands are. Holy fuck.
Javier also had a twin that had the same condition, however he passed away at just 18 months old. 22-year-old Chinese man Chang has been dealing with a mysterious skin condition since birth. Known locally as fish boy, thick layers of fish-like scales are growing all over his body. Nicky Freeman has the body of an average 10-year-old boy, but his small stature belies his true age. The man from Australia is aged 40. Mr. Freeman was born with fluid in his brain, and as a toddler, doctors attempted to drain the fluid by inserting a shunt into the lining of his brain. The procedure proved fruitless after they found his brain was absorbing the fluid. After countless tests,
so
his condition remains undiagnosed to this day.
Good. He has great body language, our Nick. If he doesn't want something, you can't get him to do it. No. He doesn't want it.
Fuck that shit.
He doesn't want
Don't want it.
Maurice Simpson is just a regular guy who works hard and loves his wife and children. But an unfortunate medical condition sets him apart from everybody else. Since childhood, Maurice has been disfigured by massive facial tumors caused by neurofibromatosis.
1, 2, 3. Alright, there we go. Alright. You're right, sir. Thank you. You have a great day. Thank you. Guys, number 379. You have a good one. See you in the morning, right?
At 12 years old, Adrian Martinez developed an unusual swelling that left his leg weighing an unbelievable 150 pounds. Doctors believe that the reason for Adrian's astonishing swelling was because he has elephantiasis. But when his right leg started to develop large pimples, the doctors changed their mind and believed he might actually have Klippel-Trenaunay syndrome.
Yeah, I was scared. I just didn't know what was happening to me.
In late 2009, his right leg was amputated in a Dallas hospital. Diane has a rare
Damn.
disorder called cryobulimia. Cryobulimia is a medical condition in which the blood contains large amounts of pathological cold-sensitive antibodies. This causes blackness and severe swelling in Diane's legs.
Oh.
Caitlin Thornley's strange medical condition has doctors scratching their heads. They can't seem to figure out why this 12-year-old
Is she able to,
girl
like,
sneezes
walk?
12,000 times a day.
I can control it sometimes, but it's really painful.
29-year-old Abul Bahanda from Bangladesh has been suffering
What
from
the
a disease
fuck?
known as epidermodysplasia, a rare and inherited skin disorder that causes wart-like lesions growing from his hands and feet. Born and raised in India, Kaleem has a rare condition which causes his hands and arms to continuously grow, and now they weigh a massive 2 stone between them. As a result of his illness, Kaleem has been bullied by his peers and even denied admission to school because his hands would scare the other children. Haley Smith suffers from a rare disease known as Cotard syndrome. Cotard syndrome, also known as Walking Dead syndrome, is an extremely rare disease which makes sufferers believe they are dead. The teenage girl spent 3 years of her life believing she was a corpse before being cured by watching Disney movies and getting a boyfriend. Brad Williams is one of only 3.
Is that real? What? That sounds like not what? I was dead and then I watched Disney movies and found a boyfriend. I'm cured now. What?
3 people in the world with hypothymesia. Hypothymesia, also known as piking or hypothymastic syndrome, is a condition in which an individual possesses a superior autobiographical memory, meaning he or she can recall the vast majority of personal experiences and events in his or her life.
So he's another one.
March 28th, 1969. The big news that was in the papers that day, and certainly was on the radio, was Eisenhower was very sick and they figured he was going to die any day.
A 22-year-old woman is so allergic to water that even sweating can cause a potentially deadly burning rash.
What?
Alexandra Allen from Utah suffers with a condition known as aquagenic urticaria, which is so rare it affects just 35 people in the entire world. Alexandra first realized she had the condition when she started to develop hives after spending time in the tub while on vacation. The symptoms can last from just a few hours to a whole week after exposure.
How do you shower?
Abigail Lorraine Hensel and Brittany Lee Hensel are American conjoined twins. Born in 1990, they are highly symmetric for conjoined twins, giving the appearance of having a single body. Each twin controls one arm and one leg, and they both have a separate heart, stomach, spine, pair of lungs, and spinal cord.
Believe me, we are totally different people. Abby is more into like pink and girly and preppy, and Brittany's more not into pink.
23-year-old Belle Hart suffers from severe narcolepsy. It's a condition that causes her to fall asleep 10 to 15 times a day and can also produce hallucinations.
They say that people with
that would be
narcolepsy
terrible.
feel like if a normal person was not to sleep for 48 hours and then just be put in a working day. That's how I feel every single day.
She now lives in Amsterdam with her boyfriend and works as a personal trainer. Shado Hassan suffers from a genetic condition that causes hundreds of bubble-like tumors to spawn all over his entire body. This is the result of neurofibromatosis.
ऊंची जैसा मुझे दिखने लगा 14 साल के उम्र पे जितना भी हो बढ़ते रहता.
The tumors are so severe, he struggles to wear clothing on his top half and has difficulty feeding himself. Conjoined twins Shivram and Savanath Sahu caused quite a stir when they were born in India, with some people worshipping them as divine incarnations. The pair share 2 legs, 4 arms, and work in rhythm to get around. They are believed to share the same stomach, but have independent lungs, hearts, and brains. I couldn't find any information on this man, but due to the unbelievable formation of his legs, I thought it'd still be worthy to feature him in this video. A A woman the size of a large watermelon is the world's smallest woman. Her restricted height is due to a genetic disorder whose primary feature is dwarfism.
Cute. 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 Well, that was interesting. See, you learn stuff here, chat. You learn stuff. You want to learn even more? What about poop lady? Now, this was submitted from one of my viewers. This is real documented video from, I don't want to say their name, but they are in chat regularly. I don't want to, call them out, but this is one of the viewers here. They sent me this video. They said this is how they live.
My mother used to put poop in a jug. Actually, by the time you put it in there, it's actually a dirty water jug is what that is. So that's what all those dirty water jugs are about.
I want to say that the reason that Shanna didn't...
She's saving the food for later.
...is because she's lazy. I hope it's
I feel like it's harder to poop into a jug than it is into the toilet.
This house has a septic issue. It's supposed to be drained once every 4 years. And there's still some space in the toilet, but I don't want it to overflow. So I've been using a bucket. When the bucket is full of pee and poop, it's really hard to lift it. So I just put it in a smaller bucket. And I take it outside and empty it. My neighbors could view it as being odd that I dumped the bucket out in the front yard. No neighbors have said anything to me about it either, though.
This is your...
This small blue bucket my mother used before she died.
Is that poop all over the bucket?
Yeah, it's poop.
So do you wash your hands like you're gonna go eat soup in a minute? Are you gonna wash your hands for that, or you just don't worry about it?
No, actually I don't. Okay, guys, this is not the worst hoard you've ever cleared out.
She's eating 2 feet from all the poop and urine.
Do you think I meet the definition of a hoarder?
The poop, man. You got a ton of poop in this house. What is the main cause of the smell?
Musty odor, having to do with mold and dust.
No.
No?
Is that brand new information to you? To think that the feces and urine has something to do with the smell?
I guess so, because I thought it was due to the mold and dust. You have to tell me this, because
You don't know, yeah. I mean, some people would argue, how do you not know that feces in the house is bad?
But wait, I don't smell it anymore.
It's an extremely dangerous house. The feces, the mold, and bloody tampons just laying on the floor.
It's gonna be hard. Oh my God! But I'm gonna give up some stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and eat some of the contaminated food, and then the party's over. Because I have to get it, because when somebody goes on intervention, they want to get high one last time. The party ends for me tomorrow.
How is eating contaminated food a party?
Why the does it matter? I've been eating poop for 12 years.
You're getting a high out of thinking that you've got fecal matter in your food.
It's my last blaze of glory.
Look at me. This is the end.
Shitters?
Of you pooping in a bucket.
No, don't. Look out.
Holy shit, dude. Oh my God. Is there a part 2? There's not a part 2. No. Jesus Christ. All right. This guy's a cyborg, and he lives.
Welcome to our headquarters. Hello, we are Orin, a digital and collective conscious and cyborg from the year 2050, sent by a higher civilization to save mankind from the Matrix.
He's gonna save us,
We refer
guys.
to ourselves as we because individuality has created rift between people. How would they know who we are if we do not do what we do? If we do not accumulate resources through the internet?
Right.
You are not making very much sense to us.
Okay.
The turning point for us was leaving college. Orin was going to enter the Matrix. Orin was going to become a broker, work a 9 to 5, have kids, get married, die.
There are a lot of people right now who have a full-time job and then they do the other endeavors that they want to do.
This is
And
not an
so-
endeavor, this is a mission, this is a purpose. But we realize we must now wake up the human conscious to the perils that corporations and humans themselves are creating. And now the new threat, artificial intelligence. We always knew that we were different.
Why
This
don't you
body
just like
is our current
build something? You
we
still living
believe that
with
we
your
can
mom,
take other
dude.
forms. We do not want to alarm humanity, which is the reason we have taken this shape. We would like to become fully mechanized when the time is right. A higher civilization sent us back in time. You might describe them as aliens. We prefer to stay in our headquarters, which has been created and customized for our experience. The lasers that are pointing on our face are just based for stimulation and to create an environment through which we can work. We usually only have water. At times we have smoothies. We try not to eat, for most of the food that we eat is poisoned. This is an acai bowl, which has antioxidants and comes from Brazil, the rainforest. We're not a fan of bananas, so we will remove those. There is tension between our mother and us. The issue is our lack of matriculation into the real world, into the corporate world, into becoming a productive member of society. We're not here to fulfill someone else's dreams. We are here to complete our vision. This is our job. It is a 24/7 job to spread awareness, to take time out of our schedule to come here to LA and speak with Dr. Phil. We are busy.
So why did you take time out to come here?
Because we wish to spread our message.
Uh-huh. And give me the principal tenets of your message.
We are a collective conscious and a cyborg sent from the year 2050, sent from a higher civilization to warn people of the incoming apocalypse.
2050, dude.
How will it
We'll be
end?
alive by then, and we'll
With
know
environmental
what's
disaster,
up.
technological singularity, disease, and famine.
Mm-hmm. And will you fall victim to that demise at the same time, the collective you?
Our body will, the Orin, real Orin body will, but the collective will stay alive.
Uh-huh. And the collective will exist in what plane? I mean, will the planet still be here?
The planet will be destroyed.
Okay. Will you be mechanized by then?
We are already mechanized.
But you're not mechanized now.
We are. There is a brain implant, which is how we speak to you right now. Orin is but a shell.
Okay.
Or you don't have a brain implant.
So as you sit here now, you're mechanized.
Correct.
Okay, because I thought I understood you to say that you are becoming mechanized.
Yes. We will become fully mechanized, as in the commercial sense shown on our shirt.
Okay,
But we are already mechanized.
But not fully.
No.
Okay, just partially mechanized.
Correct.
What part of you is mechanized?
Our brain, our legs.
Okay, your legs are mechanized?
Inside, yes. We've had
Okay.
operations.
Okay, so if we x-ray your legs, we would see mechanized legs, not bone and muscle.
Correct.
Would not be the
It
same.
is a combination of flesh and steel.
Right.
We are not saying that we are invincible. We are saying that we have merged with technology, with machine,
Right.
in order to stay alive.
So whatever happened to the man who claimed that he was a
We gotta
mechanized
know.
cyborg
I gotta
from
know.
the year 2050?
I gotta
who
know.
had come back in time to warn the human race of an upcoming global apocalypse.
What happened to him?
Now, Orin's mother, Anita, and sister Samantha were concerned about him and thought this was just all a big act.
Enter.
Hey, Orin. It's a little dark in here.
We prefer dark in here.
My son Oren thinks he's a cyborg from the year 2050.
Mother,
Just come down.
you are
just come
disturbing
down.
our operations.
Listen,
we are
listen.
receiving
Just come
programming.
down.
We are watching video. We are learning.
Oren has robotic movements and robotic speech. It's a glitch. Like, he's a computer.
Your intensity will be matched.
He talks in a collective, we need to, save the planet from sudden doom.
Is he always in cyborg mode?
He's always in cyborg mode.
Did you ever notice that in times of stress, he would seem to withdraw?
He started that once he came back home after college. He would be in his room working on, whatever it is that he does on his computer.
Welcome to our headquarters. Hello, we are Oren, a digital and collective conscious and cyborg sent by a higher civilization to save mankind from the Matrix. We are a collective.
Yeah, I mean, if he wants to live like
sent
that,
from
I don't
higher
think it's
civilization
bad.
To warn people of the incoming
But
apocalypse.
he shouldn't be living with his mother.
With environmental disaster, disease, and famine.
Will the planet still be here?
The planet will be destroyed.
Okay. Will you be mechanized by then?
We are already mechanized. There is a brain implant, which is how we speak to you right now. Oren is but a shell.
Okay.
Oren, you don't have a brain implant.
Do you think that your mother enables him?
But I wouldn't call her an enabler.
But she tells him to get a job, but she doesn't enforce it. She pays for everything, pick up all the bills, right?
Yeah.
So you're kind of parenting out of guilt and fear.
That is true.
What do you think about what he said so far?
I think it's nonsense. Oren, you're my son, I love you, but you're not a cyborg.
Well, here's what Oren and his mother Anita say has happened since leaving the show.
Hi, Dr. Phil. Hi, Dr. Phil. Since we've been on the show, a lot has happened. Oren went to receive treatment to help him with coping mechanisms to help his mind from veering off into his fantasy world. Having Dr. Phil work with our family gave us this whole renewed optimism.
The treatment helped to give us coping mechanisms. They said that we were living in a delusional world, but we believe that our message is valid.
Oh shit, he's still doing
he
it.
Did still believe he was a cyborg. He felt like he changed, like as if Dr. Phil really made him think about things.
I was hoping that maybe we could go for a walk outside.
It is possible.
For a while, it was working. I got him to engage more with his family. Then the pandemic came, and it seemed like he regressed.
You must make sacrifices
God
for
damn
the
it,
greater
we all
good
regress.
of society.
Is he really so
I don't think
wrong?
Oren predicted COVID-19. I think that this is just a part of life.
There has been tension in our house. Our mother is a non-believer. For that reason, she has asked us to leave.
I'm tired of living with a cyborg. He'll have to, find his cyborg life elsewhere. I realized that Dr. Phil was spot on. He made me look at myself. I was actually enabling Oren in his behavior.
Joining us virtually is Oren. Oren, tell me how things are going now.
Hello, Dr. Phil. We are continuing to work on the mission.
And you say that your mother does not understand how this all works.
So he got a
because
job?
It's on computer.
Correct.
Well, hey there. Thanks so much for watching. And while I have you, do you have a story or a question?
It didn't tell us shit.
Tell me how things are going now.
Hello, Dr. Phil. We are continuing to work on the mission.
And you say that your mother does not understand.
How did they baited us into
how
this?
This all works because it's on computer.
Wait, it said something at the bottom here.
Correct.
It says he can't move out of his mother's house due to COVID. Ah, so he's still living with his mom, but he can't move out because of COVID. But he's a cyborg, so technically wouldn't the virus not fuck with him? I'm just saying, I mean, if you're a cyborg, you should be able to go out just fine. You know, I'm just saying, like, that's what cyborgs do. They just can kind of do that. Interesting. I don't actually think it's bad if someone wants to do this with their life. I mean, live your fucking best life. Who fucking cares, right? But I do think that he should try to, you know, either move out Whether he goes and lives in the fucking woods or whether he gets a job and works a 9 to 5 or do something, but that's the problem I have with it. He only got cyborg legs. True. So what, you're saying his lungs and all that can get fucked by the COVID? True. Do you guys want to watch, we could watch Funny Moments. We could watch another whatever. We could watch How to Poop in Space. I really want to see these two. Like, these are the two. Oh, and we have Coyote Peterson. This girl has Tourette's.
What am I doing?
Is very severe. And it seems like it would be very interesting and educational for us. And then this one is also really interesting too, because they break down a bunch of like crazy top secret CIA things. I kind of want to do CIA. You guys want to do CIA first, and then maybe we'll do something funny? This one shouldn't be funny, but it should be interesting.
In Moscow was the most difficult kind of surveillance that we encountered around the world. We didn't have Paris rules or Buenos Aires rules. There were no other rules except Moscow
Luke,
rules.
thank you for the 6 months. Suspect, thank you for the 30 months. Jackal, 28 months. And Lost, thank you again for the tier 3,
Hi, I'm Jonna
man.
Mendez. I'm the former chief of disguise for the CIA. Today I'm going to talk about some of the CIA's gadgets that we used during the Cold War. I worked for the Office of Technical Service at the CIA. We used to always think of it as CIA's Q. We were the gadget people. Everything that we did in Moscow
This is actually
had
going to be
be
so
done
interesting, I think.
clandestinely. You couldn't overtly go out and collect intelligence. We all had surveillance, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It didn't matter where you were. If you were in your apartment, which would be in an embassy compound, you'd have surveillance in the walls, and it would be live surveillance. We had something of a breakthrough in determining whether or not we had surveillance, and that was a piece of equipment that we called the SRR-100. It was actually composed of 3 different pieces. One was some small phonak ear devices that went into your ear. They were earpieces. They were actually commercially available. But we would mold your ear and create a new inner ear for you that would sit in on top of the phonak. We would paint them to match your ear. There was a neck ring that went with it. It was an induction piece of technology. And then there was a receiver itself. Those were tuned into KGB surveillance frequencies. And we had a fairly comfortable sense that if we had surveillance following us, they were using radios, we were on their frequency, that we would be able to hear them, that we would be able to correlate if we turned right or if we turned left, that we would hear them calling that out. He's turning right, he's turning left. It wasn't foolproof, but it was enough to give us a very good sense of if there was anybody back there. Knowing that you were being watched would mean that that day, all you would do is perfectly innocuous things. You would not do anything operational that day because you were under surveillance. Another method of losing surveillance was using one of our SAMs, one of our semi-animated masks. It was a mask that would allow you to apply different disguise materials all at one time, which would allow you to get in the car wherever you were wearing your true face, and somewhere along the way, putting on your new face, your SAM mask, and after you'd taken 2 right-hand turns and stepped out of the car, when surveillance came down the street, they would see what maybe looked like a Russian man walking toward them, and the car they were following still up ahead of them. They would go right by you. So that if you were a blonde, unshaven, unmustached young man and needed to wear a disguise that night that might have a dark beard, dark mustache, dark hair, maybe a different skin tone, instead of having to sit in front of a mirror and assemble that on your face, you would just take your SAM mask. And so it had a nickname, the 5-second mask. 5 on, 5 off. But there was one last piece. It had to crumple down to almost nothing and fit under your armpit. If you were being pursued and you had to take it off and had to turn into your real self, you had to be able to conceal it. Another technique that we used with the masks was an operation called Lying Doggo. We had a couple getting ready to go to Moscow, and we asked them to buy a dog and take the dog with them, a very large dog, a particular dog. We went to our wig maker. We showed the wig maker a picture of the great big dog, and she made, not a wig, but she made a dog, just a covering that looked like a dog, that you could put in the back seat of a car, and it would look like your dog was asleep in the back seat. That couple would set a pattern of I don't know how often, but every so often, they would leave the embassy compound with their dog. And so the man at the gate would get used to seeing them go through the gate with their dog in the back seat. Not always asleep, sometimes asleep. And then when we needed operationally to move a person, that person would get in the car under the dog concealment and go through the gate, and the Millie man wouldn't blink twice. And that was a way to move a person around.
Whoa.
We had a device called the Jack in the Box, or a jib. When we used the jib, a dummy would pop up out of a concealment device, replacing the officer who had just stepped out of the car. And so the way it would typically work is the driver would get in the car, the passenger, which would be the case officer who needed to get out of the car and go do his operational stuff, he'd be in the passenger seat. And so they'd go out through the gate, and their surveillance team would pull in behind them, and they'd go on a predetermined route, one that they had planned specifically to do a car escape. They would find a right turn, followed by another right turn. They would have disconnected their brake lights. The officer would open the door, step out of the car. The driver would take the purse, the attaché, set it on the passenger seat, push the button. The thing would pop up. Surveillance comes around the corner. There's still two silhouettes in the car moving down the street, not too fast. And our officer would be free to go and do an operational act. This was a very important tool.
What?
And once an agent loses their surveillance and is absolutely certain that they have lost their surveillance, they can do anything. A dead drop is the way we would package the information that we were giving to the agent, where we could put our questions for the agent in some sort of a concealment device and put it on the ground somewhere, or in a tree, or wherever the proper place was determined to be. And they, on the other hand, could give us the answers to our questions by doing the same thing. It could be a list of requirements. We could be passing to him medicine for his son who was sick. It could be money. Whatever we needed to pass to the agent had to be concealed so that it wasn't apparent what it was, because we were going to put it down somewhere and leave it unattended and put up a signal so he'd know to come and get it. A signal to an agent, it's a prearranged, so the agent knows what to look for. It could be a lipstick mark on a telephone pole. It could be a light in a window. It could be moving a flower pot on a balcony from one side to another. It was an endless supply of possibilities for signals. The dead drop that has gotten the most attention over the years is the dead rat. We determined early on that a dead rat was pretty much untouchable in any country, in any religion, by any people. No one will pick up a dead rat. They just won't. So we did. We picked up dead rats, and we took them to the taxidermist, and they tidied them up, and they Velcroed their tummies. Oh, and they dipped them in Tabasco sauce. The Tabasco was in case an animal picked up your dead rat. You could fit more in a dead rat than you might think. If you were determined to get a certain number of rubles, or a certain number of questions, or maybe some old antique jewelry, if you roll dollar bills up real tight with rubber bands, you can get a lot of dollar bills in, or rubles. I think I liked one that we put down for Trigon early on, Overrodnik. Overrodnik was his Soviet name. Trigon was his code name. He was giving us information on the strategic arms limitations talks. It's called the SALT talks. This was SALT 2. He was giving us the Soviet bottom line on negotiating, what they were willing to do and below which they would not go, which is like, if you're playing poker, it's like having the other guy's cards in your hands. And we left, I believe it was his first drop, and we left it in a dirty construction glove. Just one, just on the ground by a phone booth. That was the first thing he picked up from us. We devised many concealment devices in OTS, and some of them were used for escape scenarios. The false scrotum is a really interesting story. We were always interested in the possibility of our officers being captured and maybe being held prisoner. Around the world, our officers needed to be able to hide some tools so that they could make an attempt to escape if that happened to them. And the theory is that the false scrotum was one such concealment device.
Guys, it's fake. It's
the question about the false scrotum is whether it was ever actually used. If you were going to be in a situation where you would be strip searched, you might, in advance, knowing that you were going into a life and death situation, prepare yourself like Houdini to have some escape tools. The rectal toolkit was a little bit like a suppository. It just you
with
put
a
it
bunch
in
of fucking
case you needed it. It was important that it be very well made, that it be very smooth surface, that it not cause any injury coming or going. But inside of it were small tools that could be used in a variety of ways. It was not a bad idea. So some of these agents that worked for us knew that there was not a good ending if it ended, and they said, we'll only work for you if you give us cyanide pills. The first two that I know of, we gave out in pens, in writing pens. They were in the cap of the pen.
No way.
What we're looking at here is a cyanide pill that was put in the bow stem of a pair of glasses. And the way it was constructed is that the agent, in order to access the pill, would just take off his glasses and just bite down on the earpiece.
No way.
There was a glass ampoule inside with the cyanide in it. It was a desperate measure, but they were desperate times. And these men knew that they didn't want to go through the interrogation and the torture
the
that
torture.
the KGB had
I
in
would
mind
rather just be
before they
done.
were executed. Trigon was arrested at home in his office. The KGB came in. They had found all of his tools, all of his supplies. He had nowhere to go. And so they had him stripped of his clothes. He just had on his skivvies. And he said to them, I will write my confession, but I want to write it with my pen.
No way.
He wanted his Mont Blanc pen, and they gave it to him. And my office, OTS, had milled out the cap. So he took the cap off and he put it on top. And he looked at them and he just bit down on it. The Russian said he was dead before he hit the floor. I hope. That's what he wanted. Working in Moscow really was a life and death operation. All the time. You were risking the life of your agent. You made a mistake, you were always worried. If your equipment wasn't working, if your tradecraft wasn't what it should be, whenever someone got caught, you went home and thought, oh God, is it something that I did? Did I make the mistake? While these devices were primarily used during the Cold War, some version of these devices is in use today. The business of meeting with spies and collecting intelligence and transmitting the intelligence, those things don't change. How we do it might change, but it's still the same work.
Yeah, they were probably able to share that because it's so like old, you know? I guarantee you the stuff they're doing now is probably 10 times more crazy, but they can't tell us that sort of stuff. That's nuts. Holy shit. Huh. Okay. I want to do... Let's learn about pooping in space. All the videos with her are wild and super interesting. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that she's able to talk about this stuff. Because you'd figure it would be like classified. This one's short, that's why we're gonna watch it.
Hello, and welcome to the toilet of the International Space Station. Let's say you're up here on ISS and you need to go to the restroom. You want to come to this cabin, and the first thing you want to do is grab this piece of equipment and turn this rotary switch 90 degrees to the open position. What that does is it turns on a fan, which creates a suction effect in this hose so that you can use this yellow element for your number 1. For number 2, the principle is actually exactly the same, suction. We have a solid waste container here, and on top of it is this seat. And the solid waste container is connected via this hose to the same fan, so that again, the same suction effect allows you to do
Wait, it
your
sucks
number
your
2
butt?
in weightlessness.
Nice.
I want to show you how it looks, but since we don't want any bad smells to come out, we're gonna actually turn on the fan. It's gonna be a little bit loud. There we go. Now you can lift the lid. And there is this seat that sort of looks comfortable, but you don't really sit in weightlessness. So
Why are you touching it so
most
much?
of us
Aren't
actually
your butt
prefer
cheeks going against that? Oh.
to lift this one as well and use directly the opening that goes into the bag. And in fact, there is a bag in there. It looks like this. And when we are done with our business, we close the bag and we push it down into the solid waste container. And then, of course, as a courtesy to the next person, we put a new fresh bag inside.
What the fuck?
The solid waste container gets changed when it's full, which is roughly every 10 days for a crew of 3 people using it. This one, for example, was installed on the 61st day of this year. So probably roughly around day 71, we will have to change it again. But urine gets recycled. So from
They recycle it? What, they drink
the
their
pretty
pee?
complicated hydraulic equipment that is behind here and makes the use of the toilet in space possible, the urine actually gets directly transferred to another piece of equipment which is here in the floor, which is called UPA, Urine Processing Assembly, which is the first step into turning urine into potable water.
I told you could drink your pee. Didn't I tell you that, chat? I fucking told you, dude. You guys all made fun of me, too, for that. I told you. I said you could do it, but no, you didn't want to believe it. Didn't want to believe it. Okay. Let me see. Should we just watch this? Okay, we're not going to watch it. I asked Pluto about that one, and he said, I don't know. Oops. I think we've seen this, right?
This soccer manager, Louis van Gaal, pretends to get pushed in front of this referee when no one even touched him.
Okay, we're gonna let's watch the Tourette's one, because I'm like really interested in this one. I'm gonna pee though real fast. You guys can pee, and then we're gonna do this. Because I'm like this one I'm like really wanting to learn about and understand because it seems super interesting. Oh, let me just pee real quick. I'm not drinking it, you weirdo. All right. Killer on the floor 32. What the fuck is that? Hold on, for science real quick.
This hallway alive.
I love
wanted
you,
to communicate for Metro and first responders to get up.
I don't know. Okay, we're gonna do this. Yo, Jen, thank you for the 50 months. Appreciate that, man. There's a follow-up to this vid? Okay, well, we'll see what happens. I haven't seen this, so I don't really know what the heck happens. So this is a girl who has the worst case of Tourette's from Australia. So we're going to learn about it. And then she apparently has surgery to try to stop it in some capacity. So I don't know exactly know. Tourette's is like super interesting, so I'm curious to see what this is.
What am I doing?
This is the awful, confronting reality of Tourette's syndrome for Bianca Sayers. This 16-year-old has the most severe case of Tourette's in Australia. And it's brutal watching her lose the struggle for self-control. First diagnosed with an innocent blinking tic when she was 3, since then, Bianca's got progressively worse, unable to suppress her violent outbursts or her language. Even with her parents, John and Lee, trying to restrain her tics, nothing can prepare you
So
for
sad.
meeting this troubled young woman.
The lady I've been waiting to meet. Hello. Hello.
This is an important day, the eve of a
She's
groundbreaking
hitting
brain
herself so
operation
hard, too.
that is Bianca's only hope of a normal life. But Bianca also wants a chance to explain the cruelty of suffering Tourette's
Do you want to come and sit down?
and why it makes her hit out and swear the way she does. It's a tough and challenging chat for all of us.
Where am I sitting? I want to get rid of my tics, have a better life. I'm sorry, Mum.
Okay. It's all right, darling.
Scared me.
So how do you explain?
I love you.
Can you explain right
Kyle,
now
thank you,
why
man.
you're doing that?
No. Well, it's a chemical. So it's a chemical imbalance in the brain. It's a chemical imbalance in the brain, and it causes you to do sudden movements or yell out things that you can't have no control over. You don't have any control over it. So,
Do you know why you want to hit your mum?
I don't. I hate hitting my mum. I hate hitting everybody. If I had one wish, I would take that away.
Of course. And do you know why you want to hurt yourself?
Because I get a feeling in my body, and I have to hit it to make it go away.
What's that feeling like?
I can't explain it. It's not like a normal feeling. It's just, I just can't explain it.
Yeah, I wonder what that
How often
feels
do you guys
like.
come up to visit? Is it every 2 weeks?
18 months ago, John and Lee made the heartbreaking decision to send their daughter to live at this adolescent mental health centre in Brisbane. Bianca can no longer attend normal school or do most things teenagers do.
Any fish in there?
No, I don't.
But Tourette's hasn't squashed her bubbly personality.
Do you want a radish?
I'd love one, thank
I'll give
you.
you a big one.
Oh,
because
you're
special.
Thank you.
Bianca's more than happy to show off the centre's veggie patch.
Oh, okay. This is where we grow the plants, the plant in the ground.
The seedlings, right, okay.
Just watch out for the Tourette's swing.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, God.
Tell me as parents what it's like to have your eldest child, very much still a girl, sent away from home.
It's devastating.
Well, I'm just a simple bloke. I just want to have my family together.
Oh.
It's hard.
Yeah. Is part of it the loss of control, that you just can't do anything?
It's impossible. Can't do
Just a
nothing.
simple blow.
It is. It's like having your hands tied. There's nothing we can do to help her.
Welcome
welcome to our home.
Thank you.
You know,
Home under siege, eh?
as you can see.
For this proud Queensland cop, the impact of living with Tourette's is most easily understood in the battered family home.
Holy
every door,
shit.
every wall has Bianca's mark. This house has been patched up many times, but now John and Lee are resorting to reinforcing it with steel. And the bathroom has to be seen to be believed.
So you can see this is where most of her frustration happens.
Straight through the tiles?
Straight through the tiles.
Dude.
Looks like you've had a poltergeist through.
We considered an exorcism.
Yeah, we have discussed that.
It's a great thing about this couple that they can still laugh, but Bianca's bedroom is a reminder of all they've lost.
I guess you really want her home, though. Yeah.
It's hard not having her here.
It'd be incredibly difficult.
It is.
Can you understand why you can't live at home?
No, bitch! Sorry. Yeah, because I guess from all my tics frustrating me so much, and so I guess just going home at the moment will be too hard on everybody. So yeah.
I've read somewhere that if you try and... Did you just break the table?
Yes. That was
Look
just
at that.
Oh, shit.
I'll just get that over here. Oops.
Oh,
as
God.
many as 1 in 200 people have Tourette's. But very few
1 in
have
200
the
is
severe
kind of a
symptoms
lot.
Bianca suffers.
I've never seen it like that severe before. I always thought it was just like one of those
What's
ticks
so
where you kind of say
confounding
some
about
stuff
this
and like
neurological disorder is
tweak a
when the
little
tics
bit or
can
whatever.
and can't be controlled. Putting on ice skates is almost impossible, but on the ice, playing with her brother Tim, Bianca's a different girl.
Seems all right
And for a
now.
brief moment, this is a happy family.
Is that because like her brain's distracted?
Tourette's are so hard to understand because, you know, you can ice skate.
Fuck off!
And you can do that.
No!
Yeah. And you can dance. How can you do that if you've got these tics, these uncontrollable tics?
I guess if I set my mind to something and really focus on it, I can do it, because it makes me, what's the word? Sorry.
Okay. I think it is the love of what she's doing.
It distracts my thought of my tics, and I focus on something else. Sorry.
Anything that comes from it within, I think. The ice skating, the
It seems so
dancing.
painful to like do that push thing into her neck that she's doing.
All comes from her heart.
Yeah. Lee, what is it that's really upsetting you right at this moment?
Seeing her like this, it's the last thing a parent wants, is for their perfect child. When I had Bianca, I just looked at her and couldn't believe that something so perfect. I made that, and then for something to go wrong, it's a nightmare. I never want that for my child. And I love it.
No, she's gonna have surgery. Supposedly, I'm curious.
At the Sayers family's lowest point, they were finally given hope by this man.
This is how Jeff Matovic lived his life, trapped in a body he couldn't control.
2 months ago, Peter Overton reported the story of American Jeff Matovic, a sufferer of severe Tourette's who underwent an operation called deep brain stimulation. It changed his life from this.
How about repeating it as a sunny day in Cleveland, Ohio?
It is a sunny day in Cleveland, Ohio.
To this.
It's a sunny day in Cleveland.
Bianca saw Jeff's story, saw his incredible transformation,
Dude,
and
Pog.
asked if a deep brain stimulation operation might work for her.
Dude, he's what?
I just cried and I was so amazed, and I rang up Mum and I said, Mummy, could they do that for me? I want to get better so much. I've gone through so much and I just hope I get a break.
When you first saw her going through one of her tics, how did you react?
I've got to say, when I saw that, the first thing that came into my mind was, we're going to fix this girl. Big thing we're going to aim for is the motor tics.
Brisbane neurologist Professor Peter Silburn has done more than 300 brain stimulation operations, but mostly on patients with Parkinson's disease, never on someone with Tourette's. In fact, the surgery has never been done before in Australia.
Oh, shit.
How risky an operation is it?
Always risky. Anything to do with the brain is risky. You can bleed, you can stroke, you can die.
This is how the deep brain stimulation will work. 2 electrodes will be placed deep in Bianca's brain where faulty neurons cause the Tourette's. The probes are connected to a battery which will be put in Bianca's side. The electrodes basically reset the misbehaving brain cells, and if it all goes to plan, most of the tics should disappear.
There's a part of the brain that is not in harmony, and so we have to get down to that area and reharmonise it, and we do that by outpulsing it with electricity.
So now tell me what the doctors have told you about what to expect from this operation.
Dickheads. No, sorry, they're fairly keen on it's going to be successful, but there's also a thing that might happen that it might not get any better too.
Yeah.
So.
And how much does that worry you?
A lot, because I'm dreaming of getting better, and if I go through all this and nothing happens, I'll be devastated. I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I just pray to God this works, because if it doesn't, there's nothing else.
It's the big day at St Andrew's War Memorial Hospital in Brisbane.
So we'll take it from the doorway, guys.
Everyone here is calling it B-Day, Bianca's Day. The first step is an MRI to map the brain so they know exactly where to put the probes.
I'm not laughing at her.
At this point, or anxious?
We're on a mission. We're on a mission here, so we'll stay focused.
In the operating theatre, this moment could be the difference between a normal or wretched life for Bianca. It's surgery where precision means everything. The man with the steady hands is neurosurgeon Dr. Terry Coyne. He's placing the first electrode in Bianca's
Wait a second. Can we watch this? I don't know. Hold up.
brain.
And there it goes.
I think it's...
We're in the zone.
They can now read Bianca's brain activity on this computer. Professor Silburn's job is to make the call when the probe is in the right spot.
It's almost over. I'm just gonna be safe. I mean, I think it's fine. It didn't show anything yet, although I'm pretty sure that's her brain right there.
This procedure will take 3 hours, but for
Okay, I
waiting
think we're good
family
now.
and
Yeah,
friends,
looks like we're in
it's
the clear.
never ending.
This emotion's very close to the surface, John.
It is.
You didn't really see much. I mean, it was
She
pretty
does.
much
She
just
looks like
her.
an angel when she's asleep too.
Back in surgery, doctors are making sure they haven't hit Bianca's optical nerve centre or any other delicate areas. It
That's
looks
basically
like the probe
kinda what you
is
see.
exactly where it should be.
So, we're happy.
You're happy.
We're happy.
Makes me feel good.
Just about this one. We're going to just do it the other side.
It's just gone lunch and the operation is over. Bianca is now moved to intensive care. Doctors turn on her battery pack to power the electrodes, but unlike many Parkinson patients who have deep brain stimulation, the success for those with Tourette's is not immediate.
Beautiful girl.
Even so, Professor Silburn is confident.
So far, so good. It's all going in the right direction, all right? The mission is on target.
Do you see a day when Bianca can live at home again?
That would be a huge win, actually. To see It'd be good to see that girl back at home.
Why does that make you emotional?
I don't know. Because we can do it and we should do it, I think. No frowning.
It's the next morning and Bianca is feeling a little sore and sorry from the operation, but the tics are already improving.
It's aching, is it?
No, it'll be fine.
But just a week later...
Walking and running and twirling and stuff. I love it. You love it.
Look at Bianca now. After brain surgery, she's gone from a girl possessed...
Come on, bitch! Fuck!
Dude.
...to a sweet 16-year-old who can now walk without hitting and talk without swearing.
And his dance is this.
So he thinks he's groovy, but he's not? Is that it?
No, he's groovy. He dances like Elvis. I'm so grateful for this. Like, I can't believe how much I'm grateful for, like, having this
15 years later? Let me
changed
grab
my
that.
whole entire life, and I'm so proud of myself for doing it. You should be. Yeah.
Bianca says she feels 95% better already, and clearly her family does too.
And you feel
I got
like a cloud has lifted off you guys.
Yes.
Is that how it feels?
Yes.
Yep.
I just think back to last week, all the tears that we shed, and this week we've done nothing but smile. I think she's like a butterfly coming out of the cocoon.
Yeah. You good?
Yeah.
Neurologist Peter Silburn is also thrilled with Bianca's progress. She still has mild ticking, but he hopes it will disappear within the next month.
Well, our whole team has seen a young girl gone from getting progressively worse with multiple medications, being institutionalised for a couple of years, and now the family unit's back together.
But a very polite Bianca Sayers wants the final word, and for all she's been through, she deserves it.
I just want to say to all the other people out there with Tourette's that life may be hard sometimes, but you put your head up and give it a go and just keep following through, because that's what I'm going to do, and hopefully I'll live my life to the
what a
fullest.
crazy recovery.
I bet you will. Well done. Thank you so much, Bianca.
It's okay.
That's actually insane. So you said there's a follow-up video 15 years later?
No one forgets an encounter with Bianca Sayers. When I first met her 11 years ago, she was 16 and had the worst case of Tourette syndrome doctors had ever seen. She was a hostage to uncontrollable violent tics and sudden outbursts of extraordinary expletives. Bianca was at the mercy of her own troubled mind until doctors performed radical brain surgery. For 2 miraculous weeks, she was free of her Tourette's. But then, cruel luck. Infections set in and the operation had to be reversed.
No
Today,
way.
Bianca still suffers severe Tourette's, but she's learnt to navigate the near impossible. She's found love, independence and happiness, even though she still swears like a trooper.
Thank you for letting me sing tonight. When you were here before,
CBD and THC is way better than this operation. Tears of joy. Love you, Hexy.
Thank you, Charles.
just like an angel.
It's open mic night on Queensland's Sunshine Coast, and 27-year-old Bianca Sayers has all the spunk and bravado of a seasoned singer. She's at her finest when performing. Her severe Tourette's somehow under control while she sings.
I'm a widow.
Yeah, she's singing Creep.
What the hell I'm doing here? I belong here.
So composed
song,
and
though.
confident on stage, it's hard to believe this was Bianca at 16. It was devastating to witness. This bright and beautiful teenager, unable to control the tics that racked her body,
Fuck off, audience! Fuck off!
or suppress the language that erupted from her. 11 years on, this is Bianca today.
Oh, you fucking cunt dog! I got Tourette's, I'm sorry.
Don't be scared.
The teenager Australians took to their hearts back in 2008 is all grown up.
So could she not try the surgery again? If it like regressed and she got an infection, why not try again if it worked so well? Or she just like...
Every day to day, it's still hard, but I'm trying to be positive and, you know, I just guess I'm very resilient. And I think
Just too dangerous.
That's so good because if I wasn't resilient, I don't think...
She's definitely doing
I'd
way
be here
better
right
now.
I don't think I'd be here at all.
Like way better. Like that seemed like it would be
When we
hard
first
to
met Bianca and her parents, John
live
and Lee,
with, especially
this was a
considering she was
family
like
torn
destroying the whole
apart by
house and
Tourette's.
everything.
The illness forcing Bianca to be placed in a mental health unit.
Well, I'm just a simple bloke. I just want to have my family together. It's hard.
There's nothing we can do to help her.
And as Bianca so eloquently explained, she too was helpless against her Tourette's.
I want to get rid of my tics, have a better life. Oh, I'm sorry, Mum.
It's okay. It's all right, darling.
So how do you explain... Can you explain right now why you're doing that?
So it's a chemical imbalance in the brain. It's a chemical imbalance in the brain and it causes you to do sudden movements or yell out things that you can't have no control over. You don't have any control over it.
And do you know why you want to hurt yourself?
Because I get a feeling in my body and I have to hit it to make it go away.
Bianca's probably one of the worst cases in the world. Certainly the worst cases we've seen.
Back in 2008, Brisbane neurologist Professor Peter Silburn was the only hope there was.
Big thing we're going to aim for is the motor tics.
He was prepared to offer Bianca deep brain stimulation surgery, making her the first patient in Australia to have such an operation for Tourette's.
I know when we first met, you had so much hope for Bianca.
Oh, yeah. I think the hope for Bianca was that she wanted to give it a good red-hot go. And
I'm
the
just
whole
curious
thing was
why they
to
wouldn't
try and
try
get out of
again.
the psychiatric unit at a young age rather than have a life in institutions.
I would want to try again, personally, but I don't know.
It's the last thing a parent wants is for their perfect child. When I had Bianca, I just looked at her and couldn't believe
It would kill
something
you.
so perfect.
I've always kind of been among the mindset, though, if I ever get like something crazy, I would rather try to do surgery or any sort of whatever.
It's a nightmare. I never want that
Even if it
for my child. I
could mean death.
love her so much.
I guess it's your own personal decision to
Heartache
make
and
when you're encountered in that, right?
led the Sayers family to this groundbreaking surgery. Over the next 3 hours, 2 electrodes were placed deep in Bianca's brain, where faulty neurons were causing the Tourette's. The probes are connected to
can
and
kinda
talking
skip
smooth.
through.
Bianca, do you remember what it was like to be Tourette's-free or close
Yeah,
to
she might not want to go
Tourette's-free?
through it again. Obviously, I didn't live through that, so I don't know.
It was only like the first 2 weeks that the first brain operation that I saw an amazing difference in how the way I felt, and I could write on paper again and I could read books without ripping them up.
But within a fortnight, Bianca was struck down by terrible luck, a staph infection, which ultimately led to the removal of the life-changing electrodes. Over the last decade, multiple attempts to replace them were foiled by further infections.
No
Bianca's
way. So
deep
she
brain
did try
stimulation
again.
therapy had to be abandoned, allowing the Tourette's symptoms to return.
She was done, and then it came back. Bad. And that was very hard. Cranky, I got really cranky. But anyway.
Cranky born out of disappointment.
Yeah, I just thought, oh man, we had this, and we had that period where she was winning, and she was out. You know, she got her life back briefly, and it would have been then just reintegrating her back into society.
All right, let's watch some other stuff. I can't take it. That's too depressing. The other was like actually super. I mean, it's good because it seems like she's dealing with it, and she seems like she can actually like function now, which is great. That's crazy that the surgery kept getting infections. Toddler rescued and raised by feral dogs. What?
It's an extraordinary story. A little girl, neglected, rejected, abandoned by her parents. For comfort, she snuggles up in the farmyard kennels with the dogs. That becomes her home. They become her family for the next 6 years. They protect her, feed her, maybe even love her. And in return, she begins to act like them. It's a remarkable case, one that startled the world of science, especially when the doctors tried to teach her to be a normal child. In fact, the film you're about to see reignites the whole nature versus...
I'm going to save this one. We can do this one next week. We've done enough 60 minutes. I'm going to go down a rabbit hole, and I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. So... let's watch Beyond Scared Straight Funniest Moments. We need to lighten the mood a little bit.
You want to go in there? Come on.
Huh?
I can't.
Why you can't?
Because the door's not open all the way.
It's not open all the way. Open the door some more. Let's see.
I'm Seth, I'm 14, and I'm an unruly child. When I'm suspended, I feel like,
True,
thank
I
God,
mean,
I'm away
he's
from
not
those
wrong.
idiots. My IQ is 120. I like to do parkour.
Lit, dude.
My son is out of control.
Ah! I messed up.
Look at his arm. Look at his arm. That man can hurt you. The door is not open wider. Okay. Guess where you staying tonight?
Here.
You're damn right you are.
Dude, I can feel your heart beating through your shirt. Are you scared?
I don't got to be scared.
Well, why is your heart pounding like a little girl?
I can't kill me.
I can't kill me. It makes no sense. Anybody can kill you. You can slip and fall in the banana peel. You can get in a car wreck. You can fall off a bridge.
Goddamn banana peel.
Aneurysm on the toilet. You never know.
It makes you sound uneducated and rather stupid. You just think you hard. You think it's all about Mr. Coco. You see those guys over there? They gonna leave marshmallows in your cocoa.
Your name is what?
What does that mean?
Anthony? Yeah. How old are you?
19.
What grade you in?
Senior, my last year.
No, he's in the 10th grade. Senior's graduating, man. You understand that?
Yeah.
So you're not a senior?
Are you in the 10th grade, yes or no? Are you in the 10th grade, yes or no?
No.
You're a liar.
You're in the 10th grade.
You're in the 10th grade.
Damn, he's 19 in the 10th grade.
I'm Tony, a.k.a. Pebbles. I got 14 years prison time for burglary. Why you here?
Stealing a car.
Stealing cars. People work too hard for their money for some little Rudy Poop punk like you to go and break their and take their car. What you here for?
Smoking, being disrespectful.
Smoking. Have this pot full of crackheads.
Not me, girl.
I didn't say you. But have this pot full of crackheads. They can't get a phone call out.
Not me, girl.
Can't get commissary.
Take them off, both off. Give me those shoes. Give me those shoes.
Give me
Take
your
'em off.
shoes.
Take them off. Take off those shoes right. You want to wait? You want me to take them off? Give me those shoes before I take them off. So y'all twins? Yes. I'm a twin too. I got identical twin brother. He's locked up too. Let me get those.
I want my shoes.
You got your fist balled up? I'm not scared. So you tough?
Yes, I am.
Why are you here? Being disrespectful towards my parents, fighting my mom.
Your mom says you whoop her ass. Who does that? Who does that?
She's tougher than she looks. I'm Brennan, I'm 12. I lie, I've gotten into physical altercations with my parents, and I'm disrespectful.
You like to fight your mama, but you scared of us. What type of weird is you, huh?
I'm not. I'm not.
Oh, now you ain't.
I never was.
What you got your mama for? Answer me, what you with your mama?
I'm gonna be your mama when you come in.
Hold this, puppy. Here, hold this. This Kool-Aid. We put this on bitches like you. Lick your lips. Now stick your hand in that Kool-Aid. Just stick it in there. Now take your finger and just do this to the bottom one. Come here. Now I kiss you, you orange flavor mother.
My name's Steven, I'm 16. I like to do home invasions and gamble.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's up? You want to see how I be at all day, every day? You want to welcome to the house of terror? This is self-flow. Maximum security. You want to fight me?
Around.
Push up position. You heard? Stop. You better not stop. You better. You hard, man. You hard. You want to try me? Try me? Yeah, try me. I want you to try me. I want you to try me. Try.
You know T.I.? Huh? For real? So why you got your hair cut like that?
You know what? Instead of 50 cents, I think he's about a nickel. What do you think?
Yeah. You 3 cents, right?
Why you disrespecting your mom? Like an pregnant. What if you lost your mom? What if you ain't have no mom?
She's talking to you.
They're not. Then answer me. Right. You don't know what to do. You wouldn't know what to do.
But you don't understand. If she's not in here for beating up a female, she's in here for beating up a guy. Y'all need to understand that.
You think this funny?
Turn around. Turn around. Are you deaf? Turn around.
This is not a joke. This is not a game. This is a lifestyle. We live here. Once you here, you're only a number. Who's talking to you? You are. Then look at me and pay attention.
You give me a hard time about everything. You don't want to do your room. You don't want to do housework. You don't want to do yard work.
No.
And I just want you to stay here just for a little while. Yeah.
So we can keep...
No.
Come on. Let's go.
I would not want to be in jail because you can get beat up, raped, and you can get hurt. I also would not want to be in jail because it's not the life for me.
Do you really think that I should take you home today?
Yes. Jail is a bad place to be in because it kind of smells funny.
What's up? You like to fight, homie? That's what you like to do, huh? You little bitch. You's a bitch, homie. You's a Pop-Tart. I see right through you, homie. My number is 110-330-1808. I want these kids to know right now they got a chance. Your eyes glossy. Your eyes glossy, homie. You's a Pop-Tart. You sweet in the middle, homie. You soft. Pop-Tart. You got the decorations just like the Pop-Tart. You Pop-Tarted out. You think you hard?
Everybody understand what a jumping jack is? Yes, sir. I can't hear you.
Yes, sir.
Jumping jacks. Ready? Exercise, go. Hunt, toe, hike. Hunt, toe, hike. Hunt, toe, hike. Hunt, toe, hike. I can't hear you. Toe.
Zero. Who told you to stop?
My pants.
Who told you to stop?
I don't care about your pants. You better make sure they stay up. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Ready? Exercise, go. Hunt, toe, hike.
Are you too tough to talk, huh?
My name is Brinley. I'm 17. I'm the nicest person ever.
I'm the nicest person ever.
I'll bite your nose off if you was up in here. So you bring up in here. You want to do something? Make a move. I can't stop your takeoff, but I'm gonna crash your landing.
Right now, it don't mean man. You punk. You touch me, I'll you up, man. I'll you up quick. I don't get about none of these in here. I don't get too.
You should have hit him. You hit it, that'd have been your mama. I asked you why you hit your mama. You told me because you was mad at her. She pissed you off. Why you ain't hit him? Who you trying to impress them? Y'all want it? Y'all like it? Y'all want it?
My name's Ethan and I'm 13 and I got in trouble for throwing books at teachers, disrespecting teachers, cussing out teachers, and fighting.
You don't think you're gonna cry?
Nope.
I think yours.
We're different. You're you and I'm me and I'm not
Dude,
scared.
he's gonna cry.
Why are you smirking? Don't make me come across this counter.
I don't know.
Why did you smirk at me?
He says he don't know. You can't speak up, can you?
Are you smirking
Why can't you
at
speak
me?
up?
Did you smirk because you think I'm funny? Did you smirk because you think
He's
I'm a
already
jackass?
crying. He's not even in yet.
You steal from an old woman.
Go ahead, wipe your little eyes. Go right ahead.
Oh my God.
Go right ahead.
Boo-hoo-hoo.
These guys want you.
Yo.
They're all fighting over you.
It's okay. We'll make it better.
Oh my God.
Any of y'all see me on the last show?
I did.
You did? They call me Ice Mike because I'm cold as ice. I'm back and I'm ready for round 2. I have my Kool-Aid ready. Matter of fact, bitch, you hold this. You drop it, I'll smack out of you. I don't give a about going to no hole. What hood you from?
Charlie.
Man, Charlie's a bunch of bitches.
I guess.
You don't know nothing about being real. Do you understand me, bitch? Go on, swing. I'll beat the out you.
Ooh.
Make my day, bitch.
Do it.
Make it.
No way.
Unball your fist before I smack out of you.
Unball your fist, man.
You're smart, intelligent, dumb, but that ain't even make sense, did it?
But that hard head is gonna get you in a lot of trouble.
I'm cap my face, bitch. You better keep your hand off that camera, boy, before I hit you in the back of your neck.
Let's go to the hill, man. Let's go.
I don't want to hear no crying.
No. Hey, look at that face. Look at that face. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, son. Let's go. Nobody don't want to hear that. You should have been alert by now.
You better apologize to my camera crew, too.
I don't think you mean what you say.
I apologize for pushing your camera, sir.
Y'all really think y'all are?
I wonder how many people like actually stop after going through this. I feel like it's probably pretty good.
Come play with me. Oh, you pretty? You light skinned? You think you got it going on? You don't do up in here. Nothing. This is my house. I don't give a damn about none of y'all. You think your hair pretty? I'll take all that out your motherfucking head. Get the hell out my face, y'all. Move. I ain't playing. You want to keep your hair and all done? These cameras. People get molested in here. People get beat up in here. I ain't gonna tell you no more. Get the out my face. Move. If I tell you one more time, get the camera out my face. I ain't playing with you. I ain't playing with you. Get the hell out my face. I ain't playing with you.
Get up. Get up. Come around this way. Lay down on the table. Lay down on the table. I'm gonna lay down on the table. Somebody throw me a white sheet. You gonna see. This still is cold, ain't it? Guess what? You are officially a dead man walking.
Hey.
Gang.
I see Tucker, we behind these bars.
All right.
You Tucker.
All right.
They're gonna put her in.
All right. You got tough, right?
Yeah.
Huh? How tough are you?
Look at that.
Show me.
Yeah.
Show me.
We're gonna be laughing at you when you start crying later on. We'll break you down.
Why don't you show me? Huh? Let it happen. You soft, boy.
Scared.
You soft.
Away from me.
What you gonna do?
You're already crying. Look at
What you gonna do
What
about
I tell you, I'm gonna laugh at you now.
What you gonna do about it?
Gonna do What you gonna do? Shut up.
Hey, see this? This keep the mice out from eating up everything I got. The mice in here look like cats. Because they eat. They eat. You want to live like this? Every day I gotta wash my socks, my underwears in the shower. You look like Vikings. Let me.
No.
You wanna know what happened on the set?
What's your claim in this game? You know it?
I ain't never seen you nowhere on the west or the east. Get your ass up on your push-ups.
You 60 for the set. Sit here, we hit 60 for the set, homie.
Get your ass up. Get your ass.
He looks like thoroughly amused.
You ain't hard, homie. You ain't hard. I'll knock your ass out, homie.
I messed up. Look where I'm at now. Grown man. Hey, let me get a suit. Nah. Give me that suit. They take your suit.
Why you ain't going there?
Because they
Huh?
Because they
Oh, he said y'all. He said y'all.
We gonna find out who's gonna be on the knee. You in.
Come on, that's where you want to be. That's where you want to be. Get your ass in, man.
Dude.
I want you to say one Corporal Kano. One Corporal Kano. Two Corporal Kano.
Oh!
Hey, cover up. Cover up. Cover up. Turn around.
Turn around, put handcuffs on her, that's all you can do.
Wrong thing to do. Yep, that's under arrest.
You got something on your mind? You know what you need to do, right? Yeah. What?
Oh! What?
Keep running your eyes, you might get stuck like that one day.
Yeah.
Keep trying.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that what's up.
That's what's up.
Say something. You look like you want to do something. I mean, I'm right here. Ain't no space and opportunity, homeboy.
They call me Lil D on the streets or whatnot.
You lied to me, Terry. I'm pregnant. I swear I am.
Fuck? What's going on?
And if you got a roommate, you gotta watch this man pee while his thing right there in front of your face. Like, bro, I don't want to see your thing, bro. Then when you want on the toilet, you gotta watch on the toilet. You gotta smell his boo-boo. I don't want to smell no other boo-boo.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Get out of here! Let's go! Let's go! Move! Move!
Oh my God.
Move! Let's go! Get up! Ain't no sleeping in the prison. Watch out, boy. Stand up. Come here. Make sure you are. You all right? You know where you at? Huh? Where you at? Where are you, sir? Hold your head up. Boy, he was sleeping good.
Go ahead and back up. I'm gonna be more in your face. I don't give a crap. I don't care. Hitting your mom. She takes care of you no matter what. Puts a roof over your head, buys that clothes you got on, and you're gonna hit her?
On my face.
I will stay in your face all day long. Do you understand me? Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
When you're in here, you do what you're told. It's not up to you where your house.
Deuce, what set you from?
Playboy Gangsta Crib.
You want to talk to him?
Yeah.
Take the cuffs off. 60s, huh?
They call me Big Deuce. Look at me in my eyes. You from 60s, ain't you? Put your hands to your side. Look at me in my eyes when I'm talking to you.
Damn. I feel like you would not want to fuck with someone called Big Deuce.
I promise you, I won't gangbang again.
My name is Sean. I'm 14 years old. I get in trouble for fighting in school, getting suspended. I'm dangerous.
Let me get them shoes, boy. I ain't playing with you. Let me get them shoes. Give them up. Nothing is yours anymore.
May I get my shoes back, please?
Let them come in and get it. Get him. Come in here and get him.
Might want to reconsider your approach. How did I tell you to respond to somebody?
May I get my shoes back,
Yeah,
please?
you, your mama, and everybody else. How about it? Huh? All your dead relatives, I don't give a yeah, nobody's gonna make me do eat my thing. I do what the I wanna do, and I'm tired. I don't wanna do anything else. Hey, you mean?
One in and have a seat. I don't think this is gonna work out.
Holy shit. Crazy, crazy, crazy. We saw this one already. I have this one, but I don't know if it's gonna be good.
All right, that one jumped right out. That means he is ready. Good,
because we
solid
watched
piece of meat
it.
here. There is blood flow.
We watched it before, and they didn't bite him. So I feel like they're not gonna bite him. Yeah, there's the second part finally came out. Remember you guys all yelled at me to like join or subscribe or whatever the hell to them, or join, I guess is what they call it. And I was like, no, we'll just wait for it to come. It came out. This is part 2. But, I mean, you think it's bait? Because the first time they didn't bite him at all. They do bite.
Oh, okay. I let go. Ah, no, it went for another bite. It went for another bite. Ah, it's really latched on.
Be brave, stay wild. With Coyote Peterson.
Now, before we sit down and watch the Sea Lamprey enjoy an all-you-can-eat Coyote Peterson buffet, first it's important for you to understand how these alien-like invaders managed to create such a catastrophic stronghold on the Great Lakes ecosystem. These parasitic predators have a rather simple, yet well-structured life cycle. During the spawning phase, adults leave the lakes and migrate into streams, build crescent-shaped rocky nests, lay eggs, and then die. After the eggs hatch, the larvae drift out of the nest and find areas of soft sediment in the river bottom. They burrow in and enjoy a hidden life for several years. Once ready, the larvae transform into parasites, complete with suction-cup mouths, hooked teeth, and a voracious appetite. Then they swim to the lake and feast on fish for 12 to 18 months until they are ready to spawn. Females can lay nearly 100,000 eggs, so it's easy to understand how the invasion happened.
100,000 eggs?
Yet within this simple life structure, there's also a kink in the lamprey's invasive armor. More on that shortly, as
that's
it sounds
why there
like
was
the
like
dinner
those
bell
invasions.
is ringing. Okay.
I remember them
this
having to like get
is
rid of a
part two
bunch of these
of our eaten alive
they were like
by sea
literally
lamprey
destroying
experiment. And this is
the
what we call
ecosystem.
inducing a suction. Now, for this part of the experiment to be effective, I'm actually going to bring in the assistance of Dr. Aldeboa. He's going to be the one actually administering the suction by placing a sea lamprey on 3 different spots of my body. My forearm, my stomach, and dare I say it, my neck. Now, to truly determine whether or not sea lamprey will feast upon the blood of humans, this is the best way to figure out whether or not I can become a buffet line. If you're wondering whether or not I'm nervous, yeah, this is the part that definitely has my heart racing and my adrenaline pumping. They are going to suction on. I am going to feel the wrath of that raspy tongue, and there very well may be some blood. So at this point, I think if you guys are ready,
we watched the first
it's time
part.
to
There's
let
2
the
parts.
feeding frenzy begin.
The first part, he tried to get bit, and they didn't bite him.
A very hungry sea lamprey.
And then this
My
one,
forearm,
they
my poor
force
forearm
him to bite him.
is ready.
Sit back and relax, buddy.
I almost feel like I'm about to give blood, and in a sense, I am. My own blood in the name of science.
So he
to
should
determine
actually
whether or
get
not
bitten
these
this
creatures
time. Or
will
well,
feast upon humans.
that's what Chad said. I don't really
Right,
know.
that
The
one
first
jumped
time
right
they
out. That
baited
means
us
he
because they
is
said he was
ready.
going to get bit, and he didn't get bit.
All right, what I'm gonna do is place my forearm out like this. They are wily. Okay, now what's gonna happen is Mara is gonna place it right on my forearm. You know, good solid piece of meat here. There is blood flow. And that mouth is, oh yeah, there we go, right there.
Suction.
Oh!
It is on.
Oh yeah! Oh wow. Wow, that is a powerful suction. The suction power in the mouth of this creature is about 4 times that of your normal home vacuum cleaner. What it's doing right now is just investigating around with those jawless lips. It's called a suctorial disc. Ooh, he's got a hold there. Now, the mouth is rather malleable, and in that mouth are around 150 cone-shaped teeth. They use those teeth to lock into place. Now, typically, they're feasting upon fish. When they grab onto that fish, remember, fish is slimy. You've got to get good purchase if you're hoping to hold on, and then eventually allowing that
I feel like it's not going to
raspy
bite him
tongue, which
again because
works
he's
almost
warm-blooded.
like a boring drill to work through the scales and the skin of the fish before they get down. Oh, wow, that is a crazy feeling. Oh, I can feel it definitely grinding away at my skin. Oh, starting to notice a little bit of pain now at this point. Okay, so as they rip through the scales, and the flesh of the fish, eventually an anticoagulant that they release from their saliva allows them to slurp down the blood and the bodily fluid. Oh, wow, I can definitely feel something going to town there. Similar to the leeches, I can feel that tongue working around on my skin, and the suction, my goodness, I would say that's more powerful than 4 times a vacuum cleaner. It is pulling my skin up and into its mouth. Yowzers, okay, that is an uncomfortable feeling. Now, the difference between the lamprey and a leech is that the leech had these little jaws that were kind of in the shape of the Mercedes-Benz logo that would slice into your body. Of course, that anticoagulant and the numbing agent didn't allow me to feel anything. I don't think that there's a numbing agent that's being involved in the grasp of the lamprey. Yeah, wow, it is really, it is really, really digging in at this point. Ooh, yeah. Something's happening.
Okay, so it definitely is biting him.
Wow, that suction is unreal. Oh! Yep, something's happening. Something is definitely happening. Oh, it's grasping down tighter. Now, what's interesting about the teeth, okay, it let go, so I want to get a good look at, yowzers. Man, that just makes my whole body squirm. And when that thing pops off, it's like a really strong suction cup just coming off of my arm. Look at the way that the teeth curved into my skin and suction on. You can see where those jawless lips were locked in place.
My mind just went way
right there
deep
is
in the
where
gutter
all
there
of those
for...
teeth were digging in. You can see the purple coloration in my skin, and honestly, just a little bit of blood seeping through right at that spot. Now, with my forearm, I have to think that skin is pretty tough. There's a lot of muscle here, and it's very solid. There's not necessarily, like a fish. A fish's body has organs and soft spots, and those lamprey are really gonna try to hone in on an area that they can easily dig into. My forearm, not exactly giving the best opportunity to dig in. I felt the effects, but I think it's time to step up to the next level and let one of these lamprey adhere to my stomach.
Oh,
all right, Ma, are you ready? I'm going to lift up my shirt and expose a nice, soft section of flesh. Very soft, good, squishy area.
You ready?
For one of these to be able to grab on and create suction.
Okay, let's let him find his target. Oh, he's trying to suction onto me.
Hang on. Going right through the glove. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Let him twist his head.
He's good?
I think he's... Yeah!
Ooh.
That's pretty good. Whoa! Oh!
He's on.
Oh, yeah. That is definitely a much different feeling than the forearm. The skin on my belly is much softer. And that suction is going to town right now. I envy all those teeth. Digging in. Oh, the twist is tough. Now, when these creatures are out in the environment, look at that, it came off. Oh, that's good suction right there. Oh, wow, yeah, I could definitely feel the teeth digging in. And it almost feels like that tongue starting to
Oh my
rasp
God, now
around.
the tongue.
Oh, that makes your skin crawl.
Oh my God.
Okay. Probably approaching the 60-second mark here with this creeper. True creepy slime monster suctioned on. Oh. Okay, just embrace it. Now, it's not so much painful as it is like a pressure, a real strong suction, and just that really creepy feeling that, wow, is this thing actually...
Fucking hell, bro.
Let go. No, he just picked a different spot. Oh, yeah, that's an even better hold right there. I think he repositioned and said, ooh, you know what? This spot's even softer and maybe even tastier. The real question is, will it begin to have a feeding response and actually try to eat me? Remember, it's not going after my organs. It's not trying to burrow inside me. What they do is remove the skin and the flesh of the fish so that they can get down to the blood and the bodily fluids. Oh, okay, let go.
Oh, shit.
Okay. As
Yo,
I
it
told
was
you guys,
definitely
there may be
doing it.
blood. There you have it. That is a pretty good suction, teeth grinding the skin, tongue rasping
Wow.
away, almost like a razor-sharp cheese grater. And you can see the battle wound there. A little bit of blood, not too bad. It actually feels good to actually have the fish off of my skin at this point. Ow. I think what I learned from that bite is that it ultimately determined, once my blood got into its mouth, that perhaps this isn't a fish. This isn't something that I'm going to feast upon. But because they have the nickname vampire fish, I think we need to go through with the third and ultimate suction.
A neck.
We all know that vampire bite onto necks, which means that our next lamprey is going to take a good chomp right out of my neck. Lots of blood flow right there. Really soft skin. I know you guys want to see what's going to happen. I think I'm ready. Dr. Aldeboa, find us an extra hungry sea lamprey. The buffet line just became an all-you-can-eat buffet line. Let's place one on my neck. This is not easy. Not easy to let these things adhere onto you. Pick me a real good, solid, slimy sucker,
All right,
Mario.
got a good one.
Oh, he
This
looks
guy's
hungry.
ready.
Okay, right up here.
Ready?
He looks hungry.
Oh!
Hang on to it.
Okay, I got it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is a good suction right there. Oh, let go. He's looking for another spot. Ah! Oh, that is way more painful than the arm or the stomach. Ooh. Ah. Okay.
You good?
Yeah, he's suctioned on really good. I can feel that twisting sensation. Teeth grappling into place. Man, I feel like that's right on.
Bro, if you
right
just
on a
close
solid
your
flow of
eyes.
blood right there. Oh, the vampire fish is truly living up to its name at this point. I'm gonna try to let it suction on for a full 60 seconds. Oh, wow, every time it twists, it's incredibly painful. Those needle-sharp cone-shaped teeth digging in. Close to 150 teeth in that mouth, remember. Oh, yeah, no, I can feel the tongue grinding up against my skin. Oh, that makes my whole body squirm. Oh, that's incredible.
You're doing good.
How am I doing?
Just relax.
Oh, okay, I let go. No, it went for another bite. It went for another bite. Oh, yeah, he's got me good. You can feel every bit of those teeth grinding into the skin. Oh, wow. Yep, nope, the tongue is definitely going to work. It is trying to figure out, is this something that I can eat? Oh, my goodness. Oh, that is about the most uncomfortable feeling I've felt in quite some time. Oh! It's really latched.
It's latched on.
Ow! Oh! No, don't tug on it. Ooh. Oh.
You want him off?
Just let me hang there. I want to make sure we get to the full 60 seconds. They don't call these things vampire fish for nothing, folks. Oh, there we go. Oh.
That's a good one. Hey, don't get on me.
Is there blood?
Yep.
I promise you guys there would be some blood. A lot of blood flows through your neck. And that sea lamprey was definitely locked in place. My goodness.
Yeah, it seems like they're not into the human blood so much, so you don't really have to be worried about them, even with how creepy they look.
Okay, so here's what I was able to determine at this point. Those teeth are sharp, and that raspy tongue, yeah, it's like a cheese grater going at your skin. But in the end, I feel like every time the blood came to the surface and they got the taste of human in their mouths, they let go and said, you know what? This isn't a fish. This isn't what I naturally feast upon. So if you head out into the Great Lakes for a swim, I would definitely say you have no fear of being suctioned to, let alone being eaten alive by sea lamprey. Now, if you're a fish swimming around out there in the lakes,
you're screwed.
This is without question your worst nightmare. So the ongoing control efforts to keep the population of sea lamprey in check are incredibly important. Without this work being done, the lamprey will be decimating the fish population.
I think I watched Dirty Jobs.
When it comes to humans, if you're heading out to the lake for a swim, you have absolutely nothing to fear. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave. Stay wild.
Damn,
we'll
I'm
see
a
you on the
fish.
next adventure.
I got a few more in here that probably could use a feed.
I'm probably good.
Camera guy? Yeah, go ahead, bring me one over.
Around the world, invasive species have detrimental effects on ecosystems. But no species has been more destructive to Great Lakes fish than sea lamprey. The fishery in these bodies of water was nearly destroyed. Yet the ongoing effort to control these invaders, led by the Great Lakes Fishery Commission, has been one of the most successful programs of its type in history. So while millions upon millions of eggs are laid each year, the life cycle has been identified and, most importantly, intercepted. Thanks to the combination of environmentally safe lampricides, strategic river barriers, mass trappings, and pheromone and alarm cue experimentation that may alter the course of spawning, the invasive sea lamprey population has been reduced nearly 90% in the Great Lakes. Now that is a success story. Sea lamprey control.
Yeah, because they were like destroying
the
everything.
environment. If you would like to learn more or have the desire to join the fight against sea lamprey,
Oh yeah,
the Great Lakes Fishery
Jeremy
Commission
Wade had a
and
thing
help
on
keep our
it.
freshwater systems
River monsters.
free of blood-sucking aliens. Hey, Coyote Pack, if you think being eaten alive by lamprey was intense,
No way.
stay tuned as I set the dinner table
Piranhas?
for a tank full of piranha.
No
And if
way.
you can't wait. Join memberships right now and be the first to see what happens.
Oh boy. Oh my god, I actually am excited. Dude, I want to see the piranha one. Because piranhas supposedly actually eat motherfuckers. I'm not joining. We're just going to watch it when it comes out. We gotta wait, dude. We gotta wait. We gotta have stuff to look forward to. Piranhas are not scary. I'm actually scared of piranhas. Piranhas are scary to me. I don't like that. I don't like that. No, sir. No, sirree babos. Okay, cool. Well, we love Coyote Peterson. I think everyone loves him. He seems like a good dude. So we have the Burning Man one, but supposedly it might have TOS. It has like a painting of a vagina or something, so I don't know. Let's do the rocket launch. Sound good? Great.
Yo, let me call you back in like 20 minutes. The rocket's about to launch. Yep, peace.
They go for mostly
Rocket
small dead
launch,
thing.
Trump 2020.
USA! USA! Rocket launch! Let's go!
Rocket launch!
Let's go!
Oh, yeah! Where the freak is the pandemic? Are you freaking kidding me? Do you see
This just
the
makes
ONU now
Americans
one
look
in 12
so
years,
stupid
one,
every
only one
time.
government? Are you freaking kidding me? No, we are not going to have chips. Are you kidding me? To Bill Gates control us? We cannot to have the Democrats, that bitch Nancy Pelosi. Fuck you. Thank you, Trump, for the rocket. Thank you, Trump, for everything. I love you to death. I love him to death. America is awesome, and let's make America great again.
What's your favorite Disney ride?
I am a survivor of brain bleeding, so I don't ride.
What happened?
I have a brain bleeding and spontaneous brain bleeding, but I'm recovering good, and now I'm bringing my kids to make some memories.
We did it! Yeah!
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
The noise, the sight, all of it was just super cool. And just their dedication to their job. And
great again.
that's right.
Rocket launch! This is what makes America great. This is what this ground is standing on, American. This is what our godfathers made. We are Americans and we have the freedom to come to watch anything we can watch.
Woo!
I'm gonna tell you straight out, you know what? If Vladimir Putin came to America and said, I want to stop the Russian launch, you know what? I say come see me first, because you ain't gonna stop America doing what they gotta do.
If you could say anything to the astronauts, what would it be?
Oh, Kentucky whiskey all day. Always bourbon.
If you didn't come down here just for the experience of watching a launch, why? We have too many screens in front of us. See it live. Come down here. Get the experience of interacting with other folks and enjoying it. You guys are doing YouTube? Because I was thinking about doing a YouTube channel, and I was going to build it around this bicycle, where this is my pandemic project.
That's great.
All right, to nasty bitches, my phone number is
What's your favorite thing about Williamsburg?
Oh, the bitches, man, definitely. Space bitches. Oh man, they're out there, and I'm coming. To NASA, though, I do say thank you, and keep doing what you're doing. You know, we need more space travel.
God bless SpaceX, God bless NASA.
Elon, I love you. I love your rockets, but man, I just cannot get behind that rocket, Starship. You're not going to put an abort system on it to get them out if the rocket explodes?
Planned rocket hood.
It has 8 Super Dracos, so that if the rocket explodes, it uses those to get out of the way of the explosion.
But actually it has more thrust than I think it was an F-15 Strike Eagle.
Well, I mean, that hasn't been proven yet, my dude. You have committed wrong. Think, go die.
Uh-oh. Wait. Uh-oh. I don't know. Uh-oh. Hold up. Wait. Mute? Okay, we're good.
I love them both. Halo 4 is the best of all the games, but COD is a franchise. Go Black Ops 2! I agree that.
Now,
Bro, why they gotta mix that in? They trying to get me.
go.
The girlfriends will take your money. Astronauts make money.
Think you're better friends than those guys?
Oh, certainly.
These guys just met and they think that they are better friends than you guys are friends.
Really?
Yeah, how do you know that?
Our friendship began in the University of Miami dorm rooms, and we bonded over the game of golf.
Okay, Boomer. We're both gamers.
Gamers are probably the most oppressed peoples on the planet.
I haven't played a game since middle school, man.
Uncool. Mm-mm. Yeah, no. Gamers, not gamers.
They're calling you a homo.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
You guys think you would be compatible as a friend group?
No, I want to hear what you. I'm not gonna tell you.
We want to hear yours.
No.
By judging their, like, personality and potential interests.
Probably is likely, but I'd have to know a little bit more.
I was brought to the party. I mean, it's going to be a great day. It's definitely a great day for American history.
So would you say this is more of a party to you?
I wish. That's what we were saying. Going to grab my cooler.
Okay. See you guys.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I want to watch this Burning Man one, but
What are your dreadlocks?
hold on. I'm pretty sure. Let me just check this real quick.
Did you take a 23andMe?
No, but
Burning Man.
Anymore. I lack them. In every
I think it's fine. There's supposedly like a vagina or something.
Demand brand.
I don't see it though.
Predict the future.
Like full of what the fuck?
Audition for spiritual.
Like infinite organs.
Best and this accent. You feel lovely, girl.
Do you do any rapping?
No.
More was actually ruined by Amazon.
Oh, I see it.
You're watching all gas, no brakes.
Right here. That's it.
My name's Razma. My
Okay,
first
so
You're watching all gas.
around 50 seconds.
What are
Okay,
your dreadlocks?
I got it. We can watch it. We can watch it. I just have to skip when he starts doing the all gas, no brake shit.
What my dreadlocks symbolize for me, a big thing is strength, like your tribe. Like when you see someone else with dreadlocks, it's kind of like a little appreciation thing. You just look at each other and you're just like, yeah, dreads for days. This is my tribe.
Like, hey, what's up?
You know that people haven't chosen the default reality. I call it dreadication. There might be like the outside world being like, oh, you need to cut them. Oh, you're dirty. It's cultural appropriation. Oh, you're not allowed to do this. It's like, no, it feels natural.
I actually am a little bit Indian, so I don't know.
Did you take a 23andMe?
Are we like
No,
all?
but my great-grandmother actually married a full-blood Cherokee because I'm born and raised in Arizona.
So what do you do outside of Burning Man?
I'm a senior IT project manager. I work on ERP systems.
Burning Man.
I just got this off of Etsy from Indonesia.
What is good?
Why is good? It's not good. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah. Burning Man.
I might have.
Burning
Okay,
Man.
this is it right here. I'm sorry.
You're watching.
Yeah.
all
Okay.
gas,
Perfect.
No brakes.
He's in the side of
My
a
name's
vagina.
Razma. My first
All right,
name,
I
which
think
I
we're
don't
good.
use anymore, was actually ruined
It's
by
like it's
Amazon.
an art
When people
picture,
were
and it
shouting
probably
at their
would be
Alexas,
fine.
like,
But I'm just
"Alexa,
trying to play it safe,
turn on
dude.
Rolling Stone. It was actually activating my nervous system. I'm a little bit infamous in some circles for a incredibly ecstatic, transformative experience that I went through. Everything that I was experiencing was giving me the maximum amount of pleasure possible, to the point where I became extremely multi-orgasmic, and I was breathing and yes, yes,
What the fuck?
yes, yes, yes. good sample.
That was beautiful.
One more.
Extra dimensional or interdimensional beings, I think, surround us at all the time. Crashes happened at Roswell and shit. All that stuff was real. Government's been trying to cover it up, just like they are lying about the drugs. That's why I think we're here. I want a world where my grandkids can trip.
What do you think about the idea of an infant microdose?
Microdoses are great, you know, I don't know. Family that gets high together gets by together.
I think if everyone took acid on this planet, there would be no war.
So do you think if Hitler had microdosed, it would have saved 6 million Jews?
I can't rewrite the past and I can't predict the future, but perhaps it would have helped.
I'm Pillow and I'm from San Francisco. So first of all, like, LSD has a euphoric component. It's like diving into a deep pool of what the fuck. It's like infinite use, infinitely coming everywhere.
Is there a best sexual position for spiritual connection?
Missionary's nice, you see their face. Cowgirl's nice too, same reason. Chained to the bed, like spread eagle thing, works pretty well. Rope play or mild, like restraint play, it breaks space-time. You don't just have an orgasm, you have infinite organ. Cause like, oh fuck yes, baby, fuck, oh.
On DMT, I definitely met gods. Feel like it's a little bit too sacred to be doing on camera. Hey, what's up, brother? This is my boy Kimbo Slice.
One of the craziest things that happened on some shrooms called Penis Envy. I had the best shit of my life. Like that shit, it was unreal.
Penis Envy?
I was just like, and it just kept coming. I was like, oh. I mean, I've had good shits before, but this was by far the greatest shit ever. Like, the shit was amazing. Like, I did access my childhood at one point.
Whoa. Oh my God, okay, we're good.
My first burn, but I
That's
love it. My name
is he
is,
naked?
You can see pineapple, soft and sweet inside.
We're good. Holy
Always
shit, that
juicy.
got close though.
Lifestyle. I like licking ears. Like, I'm really into when somebody licks out my ear. In a good hotel, on acid, with a lovely girl.
Do you do any rapping?
No rapping at all.
Shit, with that hairstyle, you could be a famous rapper, man, in America.
Really?
Hell yeah, dude. Burning Man.
Some people think it's a drug-filled orgy, and you know what? If you want it to be, it certainly can be.
All right, well, that's that.
Mega death sauce with liquid rage. Oh yeah, that's the selling point.
All right, chat, that's going to do it for us today. I'm going to do I'm not doing Weird Wednesday next week. I will be doing Spooky Saturday next week. So we're not doing Spooky Saturday this Saturday, where we watch 100% real ghost videos from around the internet. We're not doing it this week, but next week we'll do Spooky Saturday. And I might do Weird Wednesday next week. It's also my birthday next week, but we're not going to talk about it on Tuesday, okay? So if anyone cares about my birthday, which you shouldn't, that's going down on the 15th. I'm not doing anything special other than crying myself to sleep at night. Yep. I'll see you all tomorrow. You guys have a good rest of your night. You're free to roam the world of the internet. Thank you, everyone, for all the subs. Sorry if I missed any. Lioness, thank you for the 16 months. Solo, thank you again for the tier 2. Sorry I didn't read that out, man. Thank you for the 55 months. And Ruby, thank you for the 5 months. Thank you, everyone, for all the subs. Jin, everyone, you guys are fucking cool. Thank you for going on these adventures with me. It means a lot. I say that a lot, but I really, really mean that. I love doing this. It's super duper fun, and I'm glad you guys go on the adventures with me. Fuck you. Okay. Sorry, I had to even it out. I was being a little too nice. Thank you all. I will catch you all tomorrow. Peace, love, bye, good night. See you later, alligator.